Okay, good morning. Good morning. Welcome to another morning broadcast. We are midweek and the month of July is coming to a close. We've been having a great week so far. We've been green. We had a great trade on SoFi yesterday. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and I don't have anything active right now except for our EPL, which was recently running. But I'm going to zoom out real quick. We'll talk big picture. We'll talk the overall market, and then we will get to individual stocks. So overall, we had a pullback from overextension. So the market has just been very strong, has been rallying, and we saw the pullback yesterday. Before the market opened, we had a gap up on some of the big names like Nvidia and others, and then we saw when the market opened, we saw a pullback there. Now the FOMC is today at 2 p.m. and there's almost 0% chance that we're going to have a rate cut right now. Later on, maybe September, we may see that, but for now, it's not something that I'm expecting or the market is expecting. So I think there's almost zero impact there. As of right now, we may have another dip, but overall sentiment is bullish. We've been saying the same thing for the entire week. Nothing really has changed. So we'll keep our eyes open for FOMC. But one of the best names yesterday was SoFi. So SoFi had earnings. They beat earnings. The revenue, they beat revenue estimates. They beat EPS estimates. They had great loan growth. So at the open, we took this one straight out the gate and we had a nice scalp. So earnings released here. There were nice momentum plays here. So and it stair-stepped, pulled back to VWAP. And then at the open, this is what we took on our live call together. SoFi right here as it broke up higher. And this was at least a 1 to 3, just depending on how where you put your stop. But it was at least a 1 to 3. This thing went to 1 to 5. If you got maybe 1 to 5 or 1 to 6, at least 1 to 4. I would say at least 1 to 4. If you exited on momentum, some of it, and started to scale out, maybe got 1 to 3 overall. But that one became a really good play, and we talked about it on our call right before we dropped. So sorry about that. 2 cameras on. Okay. So we have. So that was the best play from yesterday, and then that stock. If this is your first time, please leave me a comment. Let me know what you're looking at, and I'll try to address the comment. And if there's any commentary that I can give on any of the names that you're looking at, just let me know what you're looking at, and I'll try to get to it. So that's how we do it. I'm normally covering small caps because most of the people on our calls in our group are trading small caps, building their accounts. But if you have mid cap stock or large cap that you want me to take a look at, then let me know and I'll do that. Because it's earnings season. It's earnings season right now. It's important that we're keeping our eyes open and looking at stocks that have earnings. So if the stock is cheap enough, like SoFi, right, then those earnings plays, like if they crush the numbers, that's almost it's not guaranteed, but it's a very high probability opportunity. Okay, so SoFi was one that was obvious. Now, SoFi sold off here, and I do believe that we may have another bounce. Okay, so I'm not totally done, but it's going to be a reactive trade. We are here at these lows, so we'll see if it sells off or we continue with another leg. So I'll keep my eyes on it. All right. Now another one with fresh news, RPEL. So RPEL This one was just down, but fresh news today has caused it to rise and make rise after FDA's chief medical and science officer departs. And so here we have, that's 3. And then we're creating highs here, and it breaks through this high and pulls back. And then now it's formed a support level. So let's see what we get on REPL. Okay. All right. Another one with fresh news. I'm covering fresh news first. I got you, Reza. TYGO and VFC. I got you. LC, Lending Club. So this one, they crushed the numbers. So we may have something like an open range drive, or if it dips with VWAP and recovers, then we may have higher trading there. So this one, if you look at it, it's been slightly grinding up, grinding higher, and it smashed through several resistance levels here on the way up. So we may have more trades, more trading here. So keeping my eye on LC. Okay, so another one that was up on the scan, BGLC. Here, I saw somebody in the group had took this. They were just a little bit early because it worked out the next time. I hope you re-entered. But you know, catalyst on this one was all right. BGLC. Yeah, I won't go into the catalyst, but exactly what it was. So catalyst, price action, float turnover, and that one popped. Okay, so TYGO. All right, so this one, they had earnings, but so we had the gap up. Looks like it's up. Looks pretty decent. Gaps with about so it gapped up, and we need to just be aware of higher time frame levels. So we'll see if it recovers. 7 a.m. Eastern pops out of the consolidation there. So you know that when that open happened, this post market release pushes up, pulls back, consolidation. This is actually a trade. I didn't take advantage of it. When that 7 a.m. Eastern volume comes in, it pops, hits this resistance, and then pulls back. So let's see what happens after it recovers on VWAP. Okay, see. So these all have fresh news. And pretty good news as well, except for SoFi. Okay, so another one that had earnings of VFC. I think LC is, since that one crushed, that's my top pick. But I'll keep my eye on these as well. Okay, and REPL. Okay, those all have fresh news. So those will take priority. SoFi, we may get something there. So we'll see there. Okay. All right. Let me go through. Let me hit the chat real quick. Most of those stocks that we were trading, like BBAI, NVTS, the quantums, QS, they've just been pulling back mainly, right? The crypto related equities like Mara, they released earnings. but pulled back. I'll keep my eye on it, but some of these things can compound, like earnings, and then if crypto gets active again, then it can go. But Bitcoin is in a range right now, so some of those names have dropped off of the list of stocks. Okay, all right. So what else do we have? Okay, SRPT. So SRPT, this one pushed up. We were looking at it for trades. It pulled back, but it's holding. Now, so I'm setting alarms. It could be a second day play. Sometimes that's what happens. You have a stock, you have news, the shorts may get caught off sides here. It gapped up, and let's see if it pushes. If it pushes, then that could be exactly what happened. The shorts rushed in here, it gapped up, they may get caught off sides, get squeezed, and this thing can go higher. All right, somebody asked me for FUBU, so all right, let's look at, yes, let me talk about CELC. All right, CELC, Monday, pops, been in our game plan. Looking at it yesterday, and it's been holding up pretty well. So I'm trying to remember what was it yesterday. I think we may have just been trading SoFi at the time. Oh, okay, I got you. I remember what it was. Okay, so CELC, it gave us our momentum play. We were on the call, and I was talking to the group, and this is where I missed this one, and I have to try to remember. But I think it was that first one, either the first one or the second one that I had missed. And then I was talking about us potentially entering here. But at this time, the tape was slow, barely moving. We had barely any volume. It was very spotty, so didn't do anything here. But it was this move here, this one and that one should have been in. But we were trading SoFi and trying to make the most of that trade. So this one held up pretty well. So it's worth us taking a look at it and sticking with it. All right, NEGG. Wait, let me just finish my SRPT. So that one was one. I called it, but closed that 1 to 2. Ran the 1. Yeah, that's the game, huh? GLW was a stock from yesterday, and this one ended up pushing. I had it in our game plan, and this ended up rallying all day. So we may have continuation there. Okay. No need to cover VAWV. I'll just have alarm set. That one is just on the back burner. LIDR is over with. We talked about CELC. Yep, and that's it. All right, let me cover those that you put in the list, in the chat, in the comments. Go ahead and leave me a comment. If something you want me to take a look at, I got you. I got you. So Fubo, I think it's worth keeping an eye on. That opening range break worked out while we were trading SoFi. That one worked out, and we had a potential here. This is a higher time frame level. We had a potential that it could have worked there, but I was just kind of cautious there on my side because of that higher time frame level. But we had almost like an ascending triangle here, and then it broke out at the opening range. So now if we see it, it's moved lateral. It's held up pretty well. So let's see if volume comes in. So two levels here that I'm concerned about, thinking about. Okay. All right. So, Latif, Negg, Newegg. Morning, morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It could have some more life. What was the catalyst for this one? All right, y'all. So we got about 2 minutes until the open, and we'll continue on our Zoom. All right. Hope y'all have a great day. If you're on the live, if you want to trade with us, hit the link in the description, book a call, and we'll see if it's a good fit. Hope y'all have a great day. Let's continue to close out July, following our plan, being disciplined, no tilt. Let's get it. All right. Y'all have a good day. Talk to you later.